everybody, welcome back to the Total Extreme Wrestling 2016 Developers Journal / Dev Diary. We are here on March 2nd, right? March 2nd? Indeed. And we have a new Dev Diary. Let's get to it. Tag Team Upgrade. Tag teams have now been upgraded so that the AI can use them more realistically and logically. Duos are now defined as being either in units or individuals. Units are for teams who are closely aligned with each other. They will only ever turn together, never individually, thus preventing them from being split up accidentally by the AI. They are also much more likely to be booked to work together, even if they end up with radically different pushes, and also are far less likely to be teamed with anyone else. Individuals are for loosely connected duos, for example, those who have just been stuck together short term, or who single stars in their own right. They can be split up via AI turns, and although they are more likely to be booked together, they can also be booked with other people if needed. These new definitions help tag teams act more like real life. Eh. I'm not saying like in a sense it's a bad update. I think it's cool. I'm just saying as I don't think it's realistic. I like this. The units are telling me that they will never turn against each other, and I don't like that. The Hardys turned against each other. The Dudley Boys turned against each other. And TNA, tons of units have turned against each other all the time. I mean, it happens. Shit happens. And you're not gonna list. I mean, you could list the Hardy Boys as individuals in their later, in Jeff's other run with the company when the turn actually happened. But I mean, you can't say the Dudleys weren't a unit. You can't. They were clearly a unit. And I just don't like that. I don't like that. It's saying it. What it's saying is like units will never turn against each other, and I don't like that because that to me just closes these characters off in terms of a character development standpoint. Because now these guys are always going to be associated with this guy. These guys are always going to be associated with that guy. So now they're linked, and I just don't think. I just don't think that is how it should happen. I think they should be able to turn on each other. I think it should be made far less likely that teammates turn on each other. Like, here's what I'm thinking. In a way that we can fix that without doing this exactly. They won't turn on each other if they're pushed mid card or below, or they might turn on each other if they're pushed mid card or below in like a Shawn Michaels Marty Jannetty situation to get Shawn Michaels to the main event or upper mid card. But lower mid card tag teams or below don't have any chance of turning on each other. The AI will not turn them on each other. But if the mid carder is teamed with a lower mid carder, then the mid carder can and sometimes will turn on the lower mid carder. Or if it's an upper mid card tag team, there is increased chance that they will turn on each other. And same as the main event tag team. I just don't like the fact that these guys will never turn on each other. So that's my situation brings it to where like they can turn on each other if they get too popular, the success goes through their head and they turn heel or something. Or they get too popular, they start loving the fan support and they turn face. Individually they turn face. So it's like they turn against their opponent, their tag team partner. Teams and falls, another thing I disagree with. In previous TEW games, everybody on the winning side of a team-based match got the same degree of impact for a victory, and everyone on the losing side got the same degree of negative impact too. I like that. I think that's fine. I think that is fine. But I also think that this next part is kind of, it's confusing and complex, but it can work in real life. It can work. This has now been overhauled so that the game uses a finer degree of control, taking into account the new unit / individuals tag team split at the same time. For example, in a big one fall multi-man match, someone who has neither won the fall, lost the fall, nor was a tag team partner of anyone who did See, that's where it gets confusing to me, because it's like, nor was a tag team partner of anyone who did. Like, you're always going to be the tag team partner of someone who won the fall or lost the fall if you're in the tag team match. So this just doesn't make any sense. Unless it's like, unless this is like a triple threat tag team, which I guess that could be. But in the default database, anyways, those are, in the default database, they are elimination matches. So each team would take a fall. So that doesn't work there either. Barely gets any impact to his popularity due to the win-loss, because he was basically irrelevant as far as the result went. I disagree with that in a just basic understanding of this. As a tag team partner of someone, you are always responsible for the result of the match, because you are in the match. Therefore, you are responsible for the result. You're in the match, therefore you have effect over the match. Therefore, the result happens because you're in it. If you're not in it, the result might still happen, but it changes the match. It changes the match because it makes it longer. It makes it more difficult for a team to win. Maybe they won't win. Maybe you win. Maybe if you're not in the match, your team loses if you're not in the match. Each person has in my opinion, has the same amount of effect over the match in a tag team match or a trios match, and therefore should be treated equally if they win or lose, like it was in previous games. This is why I fundamentally disagree with this whole teams and fall system, because it's basically irrelevant as far as the result went. In another example, if Worker A gets pinned, then he gets the highest degree of negative effect. His regular tag team partner, Worker B, would either get the same degree as their unit or slightly less as their individuals, and the rest of his team gets very little impact, assuming they have no other connection to Worker A. Still, I fundamentally disagree with it. Everybody on the team should get the same effect if they've lost, because it's the team that's lost. It's not the individual, it's the team that's lost. This makes tag teams like multi-man booking far more realistic, especially in situations like Japan, where you have a couple of veterans tagging with the young boy. As long as it's the latter who takes the pin, the veterans aren't going to be particularly affected by it, as nobody blames them. I disagree with that. I blame the veterans completely for the young boy's loss. Because they're veterans, they're supposed to be teaching the young boy what's happening, how to avoid getting pinned, how to lose that. And I see, if the young boy gets pinned, I see that as a failure of the veterans to teach them. And I just completely disagree with that statement. As long as it's the latter who takes the pin, the veterans aren't going to be particularly affected by it, as nobody blames them. This also makes booking multi-man matches easier, as you don't have to worry about hurting the popularity of guys who you've only stuck in the match to make up the numbers. I mean, that's good, but I still disagree, because I feel like this system is how it should be. Everybody on the winning side of a team-based match gets the same degree of impact for the victory, and vice versa for the losing side. I think that's how it should be, because I think of it as the team is losing. I don't think of it as Ryback is losing this match. I think of it as Ryback is losing this match. I don't think of it as the Dudleys are winning this match. I mean, I don't think of it as Bubba Ray is winning this match. I think of it as the Dudleys are winning this match. I don't think of it as the individual is winning or losing. It's the team in a tag team or trios match that is winning or losing. It's not the individual. And that is why I fundamentally disagree with the teams and fall system. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna ask for your comments on this, because I wanna know what you guys think of this new upgrade, new features, in the comment section. So please comment away. I enjoy hearing some of your guys' thoughts. Anyways, this is going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode of TEW 2016 Developers Journal / Dev Diary. Bye!